Hi everyone, it's Marieta. Thanks for tuning in. In this video, I want to give you a breakdown of the upcoming immigration reform that was recently passed by House, and it is concerning startups and entrepreneurs. So I'm just going to be focusing on that part that is impacting you guys, entrepreneurs and startups, and what you need to know. So it is called America Competes Act of 2022, and part of it is impacting immigrant entrepreneurs and startups, right? Because as you are aware, the current legislation is addressing mostly investors or people who are business owners and expanding to the US. For example, E2 visa category, as you can see here, I put it down for you guys. EB5 and possibly EB2 national interest waiver. These are the categories that are typical solution based on the current legislation. So let's talk about this new proposed immigration reform that is going to give you opportunity to basically not only to obtain visa, non-immigrant visa, W non-immigrant visa, if you are entrepreneur and if you are bringing family with you, but also essential foreign workers that are actually working in this startup. Next is that this will offer opportunity for you to be able to upgrade your non-immigrant visa to actually green card. So it is providing path to green card, which is amazing because again, based on the current legislation, if you are E2 visa investor and you want to upgrade to green card, there is no direct path. Not to mention that E2 visa is not necessarily the most ideal solution for startups, right? Because typically startups are raising funds, okay? So if you want to raise funds and you don't want to invest your money, you would not qualify under current legislation, which would be the E2 visa, right? Majority of my clients are E2 investors. They always ask me, here and there I have clients who want to raise funds, so this would be actually perfect for you guys. So hear me out. Let's break down the requirements. So if you want to apply for this W non-immigrant visa in the future, you would need to be entrepreneur who needs to have ownership stake at least 10%, which is very, very similar to the international entrepreneur rule. As we already know, this rule already exists, right? And as well, you have to own at least 10%. The next one is that you have to be operating this startup during the past 18 months prior to filing for the visa. And you need to raise $250,000 in investment from US citizens or organizations, or at least $100,000 in government awards or grants. So again, if you are able to establish by evidence that you are a startup owner or co-founder, you own at least 10%, and this startup is operating in the recent 18 months, you were able to raise $250,000 of investment from the US citizens or organizations, or at least $100,000 in government awards or grants, you're good to go, okay? Now, you would be able to also bring your family members with you, your spouse, right, and your children, as well as essential foreign workers, which is amazing, right? Because again, I'm going to be jumping back and forth between current legislation and this new proposed reform. Under E2 visa, you can also bring essential employees if they are working for your business already back home, or if you're starting your business in the United States and you need them for operation of your business. However, the difference is that if you actually want to get E2, you need to invest your own money, right? And these funds must be at risk. With this new proposed reform, guess what? You can raise outside money and you don't have to put anything down. In fact, you are encouraged to raise funds from the US citizens, right? VCs, angel investors, and so on. So that's that. Now, I just want to compare it a little bit to the existing international entrepreneur rule, which is actually parole, guys. Parole means that this is not leading to a green card. This is just a temporary visa. right? But this proposed new reform, W non-immigrant visa, will lead to a green card if you're meeting requirements. So that's amazing. Now, what if you have existing business? Okay, and what if as an existing business owner in the United States want to apply for this visa? And what if you actually invested money already into this business? Guess what? In that case, you would not qualify, and I would just go with E2 in that case. Okay, so this is literally for startups. Now, the international entrepreneur rule already existing. The requirement is that you need to raise as well $250,000. You need to have ownership of the ownership of 10% in the company. Either you're raising $250,000 from qualified U.S. investors or $100,000 from government grants, right? This is existing rule, but it's parole. That's why it's not leading to a green card. So I guess the upgrade would be that you can actually upgrade to a green card, right? If you're meeting additional requirements, such as related to funding, turnover, job creation, in addition to having the ownership in a startup. So the company must be growing and so on. You need to keep funding the business more. And then obviously you need to show all the numbers and everything to be able to eventually upgrade to a green card. Now, another advantage of the W non-immigrant visa would be the work permit, right? Your family members, your spouse can obtain work permit, but essentially it's the same as, for example, with E2 visa. Right now, if you're coming on E2 visa, you can actually obtain work permit as well. So guys, this is actually proposed immigration reform. If you are interested in E2 visa, I highly recommend check out my free resources below this video. And also you can book a consultation with me. Link is always in description below video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.